There is an ancient Kabbalistic concept that the first time a letter, a word, or a concept appears in the Torah, it is its purest, truest form. So if you want to know, let's say, as an example, what the letter Samach represents, find the first place in the Torah that uses the letter Samach. Same thing with a word, same thing with a concept. This week's Parsha teaches us something extremely fascinating. We know that we are called the Ivrim, the Jews. And one of the reasons the Jews are called the Ivrim is because we stand on one side of the world, while the other side of the world is everybody else. Avraham was called Avraham Ivri because he was on one side, everyone else. When was the first time we find the Jews being separated on one side of the world and the other side of the world? This week's Parsha that we just passed, Yud Daled Yud Gimel, the first great war occurred. 4 kings versus 5 kings. First of all world wars, the 4 kings win. In their victory, they decided to take a hostage. Light. They took the hostage back, and now what happens is, Vayavayapalat, there was someone who escaped from the battlefield, and he came to tell Avram. Vayaged la Avram Ivri, and he told Avram the Ivri, first time ever, that Avram is referred to as Ivri in the Torah, is when the person comes to report on the war situation. What does Avram do? There's one hostage, 4 armies. He goes to battle against them. Goes to war against them. That means the first time we hear about it in Ivri was a wartime situation. That means Avraham Avinu at that point was figuring out what the rules of engagement was, what proportionality was, what's allowed in retaliation, when collateral damage could be done, and the whole world, as we know, Ivri is on the other side. This is not a new thing what we're occurring today. This has been going on since the beginning of time. We as Yidden must understand. We go by the Torah. We understand the Torah's rules, the Torah's laws, and that's our guiding principle. And if the world is on the other side of it, that's nothing new. That's an old story that began by the first great war and the first hostage ever taken.